Getting a job in regulatory affairs can feel overwhelming, especially when you're just starting out. Many people hear about the field, see the demand, and wonder, how do I actually enter this industry? The good news is regulatory affairs, or RA, is not limited to one rigid path. With the right approach, you can break into this field even as a fresher. Let's start with the basics. Regulatory affairs is the function responsible for ensuring that pharmaceutical products meet all legal and scientific requirements before they are approved and marketed. Professionals in this field work closely with guidelines set by organizations like the International Council for Harmonization, as well as regional authorities such as the US Food and Drug Administration. Now, the first step to entering this field is your educational background. Most regulatory affairs professionals come from life science disciplines. Degrees in pharmacy, biotechnology, microbiology, chemistry, or related areas are highly preferred. If you have a BPharm, MPharm, or a science degree, you already have the foundation needed to start. However, having a degree alone is not enough. You need to build core regulatory knowledge. This includes understanding how drug approval works, what regulatory submissions look like, and the basics of clinical trials, good manufacturing practices, and documentation. You should also be familiar with the structure of submissions like CTD and eCTD. You don't need expert level knowledge at the beginning, but you should clearly understand the overall process from drug development to approval. Next comes something even more important: skills. Regulatory affairs is a skill driven field. One of the most critical skills is regulatory writing. You must be able to present complex scientific information in a clear, structured, and precise manner. Then comes attention to detail. Regulatory documents require high accuracy. Even small mistakes can lead to delays or rejection from authorities. You also need analytical thinking, the ability to interpret data, understand guidelines, and identify potential risks, and don't overlook communication skills. RA professionals often interact with cross functional teams and sometimes with regulatory agencies, so clarity and professionalism are essential. Once you build knowledge and skills, the next step is gaining practical exposure. This is where many candidates struggle, especially freshers. Start by applying for internships, trainee roles, or entry level positions like Regulatory Affairs Associate. Even if you don't get a direct RA role, consider related fields such as quality assurance, clinical research, or pharmacovigilance. These areas provide valuable experience that can help you transition into RA. Another effective approach is self learning with practical focus. Try to understand how real submissions are prepared. Learn the structure of CTD modules, explore how documents are organized, and get familiar with basic tools used in the industry. Even working on mock projects or case studies can strengthen your profile. You can also consider regulatory affairs certifications or courses. While they are not mandatory, they can help you build structured knowledge and stand out, especially if you are switching careers or don't have direct experience. Now, let's talk about something that often gets ignored: your resume and networking. Your resume should highlight relevant knowledge, skills, and any exposure to regulatory concepts. Avoid generic statements. Instead, focus on what you know and how it applies to the role. Networking is equally powerful. Platforms like LinkedIn can help you connect with industry professionals, learn from their experiences, and stay updated on job opportunities. Many candidates get referrals through connections rather than job portals. Another important factor is understanding industry trends. Regulatory affairs is evolving. Digital submissions, eCTD systems, and even AI are becoming part of the workflow. Having basic awareness of these trends can give you an advantage during interviews. Finally, let's talk about expectations. Your first job in regulatory affairs may not be perfect, and that's completely normal. The goal is to enter the industry, gain hands-on experience, and grow from there. Regulatory careers are built over time. With experience, you can move into specialized areas, handle global submissions, and take on more strategic roles. To summarize, getting a job in regulatory affairs requires a combination of the right education, strong foundational knowledge, essential skills, and practical exposure. Add to that a focused resume, active networking, and continuous learning, and you significantly increase your chances of success. It's not an overnight process, but if you stay consistent and strategic, breaking into regulatory affairs is absolutely achievable.
Subscribe MedPharma Global on YouTube and follow us on LinkedIn. Subscribe and follow for the latest updates. Visit us at medpharmaglobal.com.